with me, I felt like neither one of us, especially I was not emotionally prepared to put a baby's life, anybody else's life, above my own. And I think that that's what a mother is, a mom, should I say, is, they put their child's life and needs above anything they may need. And this was the only way I knew how to do it, was by adoption.
The way that we ended up choosing the family was they had given us these photo books with
Before that, we came here not knowing anything. We just came here and we're like, we need an adoption. What do we do? And how it is you meet with a social worker. We had Robin in particular, who was amazing. And we had 3 sessions with her, I think it is, and she gets to know us and what we're looking for in parents. And, prior, every adoptive parent that they have, they get to know. So, and then they make books with photos in them and letters and everything that they want the birth parents to know. So St. Elizabeth kind of plays like matchmaker, getting to know both, and then they give you 3 options. And then that goes into the books that
Well, they don't just give you 3 options. You have as many options as you need.
Well, they start with 3, and they say just, if one speaks to you, they say you know. And it really was. Once we picked the right one, you knew. Like, it's just weird. And we didn't really trust them when they said that. We thought it was going to be kind of a more logical-based decision. But once you get when we saw Laura and Andrew, Emma's parents, we knew this was them. It was no question.
Well, basically, they try to narrow it down for you, and they give you 3 books that they think that you will pick one of the parents. And if you happen to not want to pick one of the families, then you can ask them for more. So, and that's what we ended up doing, because we liked some of the families that we read the books about, but they weren't exactly what we were looking for. And
when we got our original 3, we thought we had picked parents. It was kind of like one hadn't just spoken to us, but we found one that we're like, well, this seems pretty much like what we're looking for. Any of the parents here are great. You're not going to go wrong with any adoptive parents here. They're all amazing people, But, so we had pretty much decided on one, but Robin, our social worker, kept telling us, she's like, I have one more book. I didn't have it available right now because a birth mother had taken it and then forgot to return it, so they had to make another one. So we came in, we told Robin we had pretty much decided, but we would just look at the other book just to make sure. And we looked at it, and I almost started crying because I was like, I thought I had made a decision, but this is just definitely it. And Kevin agreed, and that was when we brought that book home and we showed my parents. And then my dad, who hadn't wanted to look at any of the books or anything, decided he would just look at that one, and he was like, this is your baby's parents. Like, these are perfect. And we just knew. There was no questions after we saw them. It was just, to me, everything just finally felt like a chaos had just kind of died down. It was like, okay, well, this is good. We got to go, and it's fine now.
then you get to meet the family. So we were more excited to go meet them because we wanted to see if they actually were, what they said they were in the book. And that was a good experience for us.
The best experience for us, which we weren't even there for, was when we came to St. Elizabeth's and we told them we had picked Laurie and Andrew, and Miss Terry and Robin were so excited, and they were like, that's who we wanted you to pick, but they don't try and push you in any way to make sure there's no bias. And Miss Terry was going to call them to tell them that they had been picked. And this was a month before our baby was due. So we didn't want to be a part of the phone call. You get to decide, but we were just too nervous. So Miss Terry said she would call us when it was done. But we were driving home, and we just were so excited for them because we were like, they're getting a call today that they're getting a baby, and that's just got to be the best. And then we were like, I hope that they're not upset that it's like, hey, you have to be ready in a month. But I think getting a baby makes anything worth it. So. It was never any sadness in a regretful sort of way. I've never once questioned the decision just because, I get to see how happy Emma is and how happy Laurie and Andrew are. And she's just theirs. The second she was born, I could tell she was just there. She was perfect. They were going to be so happy. But I get sad seeing how happy she is and how smart she is, and she's so beautiful. And, it's like, sometimes I wish I had that every day with her. But then I think I mean, she literally is like the happiest baby ever. I've never seen somebody with just so much joy, and it makes me think that if she was with me, we don't know if we would have stayed together. Probably not, you know, because that's just too hard. We would have just had to start working like 3 jobs to try and support her, and fighting, obviously. And she wouldn't have been this happy, joyful baby where everything's perfect and she has all these toys and she's at this great daycare and everybody loves her. And, you know, she would have had plenty of love, but now she has double the love because she has my whole family. Lori and Andrew are so great about letting all my family go see her whenever they want. We were all invited to her first birthday party. You know, we get to be a part of her life and we don't inhibit any of the joy. And it makes me sad to think that I could have taken that from her, that she wouldn't have been this happy-go-lucky, perfect little bundle. She's just like this light to me, and that she wouldn't have been that if she was with us. We would have loved her a lot, but we wouldn't have had the emotional support or maturity, I think, to provide just this great life that she has, and obviously not the monetary amount, which is not the most important thing, but it definitely is a perk. So.
Right. At the time, when I didn't feel like I was getting any attention and I felt like she was, you know, because I felt like I needed some attention from my family, you know, for them to tell me, oh, you know, you're having a baby or something like that. But I realized that it wasn't all about me. And then I looked at the big picture and I realized, you know, they can't have a baby, and, you know, Andrew's adopted himself, and, you know, we can't take care of a child right now. So we did the best thing that we could possibly do, and, you know, gave her a better life and gave them a better life.
I feel like, I mean, we're happy. You know, you definitely, even still now, a year later, you have little pangs of sadness that just kind of creep up on you out of nowhere. But it's nothing that you can't handle, and it's nothing that makes you want to take your, in our experience, I'm not sure about anybody else's with adoption, but we have never wanted to take our decision back. Because it's not about us, it's about Emma, and I would never want to take her back from Lori and Andrew ever. She's so happy, and she's so great, and she's going to get to have, you know, she's going to have the fullest life that she can. She's going to have every privilege that she can, and I could never take that back from her. She's theirs. She just is. She's theirs.
Yeah, and, you know, sometimes if we miss Emma, you know, she's right here in Louisiana. We can come visit her whenever we want to. So that's another, you know, great thing that we have experienced here.
And we're just really, I think, fortunate with our adoption. My whole family gets along with Lori and Andrew really well, and we get to see her whenever we can work it out. I email with Lori at least once a week. I know if we are just freaking out and we have to know how Emma is, we can just call them whatever time it is. We were texting last night at like 11 o'clock, you know, about meeting up today so that we could all go eat dinner together and see Emma and watch her play and everything. So it's just, you know, it's really great that you get to know everything in their lives. And we never have to question her well-being, ever. We know how great off she is, and it's never a question of we just know our baby's so happy, and that's all that I think any parent wants.